Level 1. The Watcher. You 18 years old. No record, no plan. One of the cartel guys down the street used to date your sister. He says, "You trying to make 100?" You say, "Sure." He hands you a phone. He tells you to sit on the corner and keep a lookout if you see the federales call him straight away. If you see a fancy car, tinted windows, and it's driving slow, text him the devil emoji. You realize later that's the rival cartel. You ask, "What about Policia?" He laughs and says, "Don't worry about the cops. They slide you 100 every Friday." No receipts. Long hours on the street corner standing in the heat. No one knows you, but you start to learn who's who in the zoo. Patrol cars pass twice before lunch. The officer nods. He's collecting too. Now you know why they don't worry about the cops. Real problem? Naval infantry? Money can't buy those guys. Tuesday afternoon, 3 trucks, army trucks pass by. They eyeballing you hard as they drive past. You go. Blank. Put the phone in your pocket. Half a minute bleeds away. Your screen lights up like Christmas. Where are you? Your heart is pounding. Your shift is over, the next watcher arrives. You walking home. You feel someone behind you. It's the cartel guy. He doesn't yell, doesn't touch you. He just stares and says,
Miss a text again, we bury you where no one looks.
You get home, your hands are shaking. Level 2, Soldier. You're 19 now. You've proven you can watch. Keep your mouth shut. Your cartel guy drives up. Everyone calls him Miko. 2 other guys in the car. He says, "Get in." You climb in the back. Where are we going? Silence. They drive 4 blocks down. You see 2 guys standing on the corner. Miko gets out, starts talking to them. Miko pulls out a Glock, tells them to lie down. Other guys get out the car, start kicking them on the ground. You go cold. Miko yells at you. What are you doing? You get out the car, land a solid right kick in the guy's ribs, stamp the other guy's head into the hot concrete. It makes you feel sick. Miko sticks the gun in his mouth, whispers in his ear, lets them go. They can hardly walk. Miko says, "You're not watching anymore. Keep the phone. He will call when he needs you. You better answer." He puts 500 in your pocket. Miko calls at random times, mostly the middle of the night. You ride with him. You're the backup, his wingman. He meets up with the cops, gives them an envelope. You there, you stay silent. Some product went missing at the warehouse. You go to a back room. You see a guy tied to a chair, face bloodied. Miko says, "Wait outside." You hear the guy screaming. You don't ask any questions. Level 3. Logistics. 3 years go by. Miko calls, says to meet him at the warehouse. You walk in, see Miko with a stranger in nice clothes and a gold watch. The stranger says, "Potato farm off Highway 15, midnight." You arrive early, truck parked next to the pack house. Red paint. Looks legit. You check the papers, it says produce. Potatoes from Sinaloa farms. The stranger says under the potato bags, 50 kilograms of crystal. Don't screw up. You riding with the driver, you make sure everything goes smoothly. You going across the border, you are terrified, but you act calm. Get pulled over? Decades in Puente Grande. Complete the run? 3,500 in your pocket. You driving 9 hours across the border. Better get some Red Bulls. Driver can't fall asleep at the wheel. If the crash doesn't kill you, the cartel will. Hop in the rig. Driver pulls out. Every checkpoint makes you sweat. Every cop car in the mirror stops your breathing. You get across the border. You deliver. Some scary looking dudes offload the truck and give you the money. They stare long and hard. You don't look away. When you get back, the gold watch guy counts the cash and gives you 3,500. 7 days later, you're doing it again. Then again. Gold watch man gives you 14,000 a month. That's more than your mom earned in a year. You buy a car, lease a small apartment. Life's good. Transport runs become easier. You learn to handle your fear. Level 4. Enforcer. You've been running transport for 3 years. There were sometimes complications, but you handled yourself well. You've earned trust and a rep. They upgrade you. Give you 3 soldiers and weapons. You are on Miko's level now. Any problems, the plaza boss sends you to sort it out. He's giving you 25 grand every second week. You pay your soldiers and watchers. You also collect money from transporters in your area. If a transporter comes up short or loses a load, you deal out the consequences. Transporters always hand over the right amount of cash. Systems understood. Always one fool though. A driver gets lit up by the police and abandons his load. Your soldiers track him down. He's hiding at his cousin's house outside of town. You head out with your crew, break down the door, and throw him in the car. You drive to the busiest street. He begs for his life. You put 2 bullets in his head, leave him the street, and drive away slowly. You need to make an example. You buy a Range Rover and you buy nice clothes. Buy your mother a real house. She doesn't interrogate the source, but cries when you're not looking. You become known, you are feared. No one messes with you. When you go to a bar, people leave. But the competition wants your roots. Federal prosecutors also get to know you. Every pickup puts you in the open. You need to be careful. Level 5. Jefe de Plaza? You're 29 now. You run a few crews including Miko's. You have 10 loads being delivered every week. You are a plaza boss for the cartel. Your only goal is to shift product. Any problems get dealt with severely. The cartel gives you 200 keys of crystal to move. You get to skim off the top. That's 150,000. Every 30 days. Yours. Security falls on you too. Police officer wants to be a Boy Scout. Violence is the language they understand. No permission needed. You run a small army now. They have AR-15s with red dot optics. You can't let anything slide. Fear is what you need to keep power. Bodies are showing up all over Mexico from your orders. Your victims are on the news channel every week. Officials promise action. Head officials pulling 60 grand monthly from your boss. Investigation dies quietly. You're living different now. More money than you know what to do with. Cars, a boat, fancy house. You're engaged to a woman you love, but you have other women every other night. Pressure from the top is getting worse. The bosses want more and more, always. Fall short? Someone takes your spot. That someone puts you in the ground. Level 6. Regional boss. You have 6 plaza bosses that answer to you. Your headquarters rotates weekly. You need different safe houses. A convoy of armored Suburbans drives you around, your personal security detail. You find out Miko was tortured and killed by your rivals. You feel nothing. You think in strategy now. The cartel wants expansion. More money. Their appetite is insatiable. You need to plan. Either negotiate or eliminate. You decide on eliminate. A hostile takeover of a smaller cartel. They manufacture heroin out in the rural areas. You organize a squad of sicarios. Take out all the leadership and their families. Your commanders take over staff, production, and distribution. The cartel is pleased. They reward you handsomely. You lost count of how much money you make now. You have $1 million cash stashed on a farm you own. Too much money becomes a problem. Banking's impossible. You gotta clean it. Dining establishments, auto detailing, contractors. Over $1 million per month lands in your accounts. Real estate across 4 states. Your family lives separately. Different identity. It's too dangerous for them now. You haven't seen them in weeks. The net's tightening. American agencies monitoring your communications. Face-to-face meetings now only. You are being watched all the time. Law enforcement hunting you. Competition hunting you. War on 2 fronts. Your own people eyeing your throne. 4 hours sleep if you're lucky. You addicted to pills trying to deal with the stress. Anxiety and paranoia take you over. Level 7. Operator. This is state-level control. Every shipment, every execution, every payoff. 800 soldiers in your network. 30 million monthly flowing to the organization. You're a ghost. No one in the outside world can know you exist. Your home is like a prison. 30-foot barriers, armed perimeter. Your business is diplomacy now. Conflict costs money. Negotiate truces with rival syndicates. Arrange meetings with state officials. You purchase 20% shares in a corporation. You need to clean all your cash. They accept. They are too afraid to say no. The last guy that said no disappeared. You expand cross-border tunnels under your supervision. Boats. Anything to move product. You pulling 5 million monthly income? Personal cut. But it's just data now. Everything imaginable within reach. But you a nervous wreck, an addict. Feel like you're losing your mind. You can't attend family birthdays, funerals. Sicarios are just waiting for you to get sloppy. You live in a prison. You created. Suspicion consuming you from inside. You're paranoid. Driver might be an informant. Finance guy might be stealing. Second in command might want to take the top spot. 3 executions based purely on gut feeling. Can't afford mistakes. Stakes are too high. Level 8. Golden cage. They caught you. Someone sold you out. You're done. Your life is 23 hours daily in a concrete box. No windows. Steel door. Silence. This is your forever. Billions in assets. Criminal empire spanning hemispheres. All worthless. Your family refuses to speak to you. Now you've got gray walls and endless time. Everyone you ever worked with is dead or in prison. You have no power anymore, just a lonely man waiting to die. But the machine doesn't stop. When you went away, there was a war. Someone else is in charge now. Someone always fills the vacuum. product still moves, capital still flows, bodies still stack. The wheel keeps turning. You were a king. Now you nothing, destined to live out the rest of your days in defeat and regret. But somewhere in a small town in Mexico, there's another 18-year-old kid and another Miko offering him 100, thinking their story will end differently, but it never does.